Stars win. Double overtime. 1 in the morning. We got the dub. Hey, check it out. Did everyone do the warm up? The circle is not that well done. Oh, I can do that? Sweet. Hello. There it is. All right. Soda pop. Now, do you remember yesterday? I know y'all already got this explained to you, but insiders lie. So that -2 really means a +2. And that +3 really means a -3. Was anyone absent yesterday? Did you learn this just now? Okay. And then it's r squared, so the square root of 36 is 6. And there's your solution. Okay. Let's do some notas. Really? All right. Let's learn a thing or two. All right, some of these notes are actually kind of weird. Hey. All right, by the way, today you're supposed to be wearing colors according to your class. No? Oh, pink is one of them, but I don't remember. Senior! No. All right, let's do this. The measure of a minor arc is, we're going to write equal to the central angle. Equal to the central angle. Write this down. No, never mind. It is cooked, Mr. Schneider. Still very cooked. Goodness gracious. Bro, I am losing my mind. Where is the angle? Whatever. No, see, it's there when I edit it, and then when I click away, the angle disappears. So now I have to oh, there it is. Okay. None of this makes sense. All right, so equal, and you can just draw an arrow. Doesn't matter if it's minor, major, or semi. The central angle equals the intercepted arc. Okay. So when I say intercepted arc, look at this picture over here. Y'all see the 85 degrees? That angle hits the circle and makes an intercepted arc. And we just said that it is equal. So if this is 85, the outside arc is also 85. It's very easy to understand this. Too easy. Now, here's the part where you got to do a little bit of thinking. Let's see what we know. How many degrees are in a full circle? 360. So a full circle is 360. What about a straight line? 180. So if you know that information, then you should be able to find some missing pieces. So look at this. ACB is 85. What is ACD over here? Well, to figure it out, we should see that these are supplementary linear pairs. They make a straight line of 180. So to figure out the missing angle, how did we get the answer? 180 minus 85. 95 is going to go right here. And if it's the central angle, it's also going to be the intercepted arc, right? All right. Now, if you know these two, what about DCB? Straight line. A straight line is 180. So if this is 180, guess what DB, the semicircle, is? 180. All right. See? It's too easy, Mr. G. What about filling in these blanks? Arc AB from A to B on the outside is 85 degrees. Now check it out. ADB goes the other way, and there's two pieces. There's AD and DB. Guess what I'm going to do with those two numbers? Subtract? If you have two pieces, you should add them up to get the whole thing. Part plus part equals whole. That's a general rule. So you add up 95 plus 180, and you get 275. Okay? And then what is DAB? Okay, what is it? You can either add up 95 and 85, or you can go the other way. You can see it's a half circle. Half circle is a semicircle, which is exactly 180, right? Yeah, Mr. G, I know that. Too easy. So because of an arc formed by ABC, the measure of arc AB and the measure of arc BC get added together. I don't know, scratch this out. I don't even know what the world we were trying to figure that out. Okay. Let's just go ahead and do this example here. So, let's try to remember something. Do y'all remember vertical angles? Do y'all remember when we did side angle, side, side? You remember that? And then we said if you see an X, the opposite angles are congruent. Does that sound familiar? When you see an X, the opposite angles are congruent. So do you see angle 25 degrees there? MPN is 25. It makes an X, right? So KPJ is also going to be 25. And if it's in the center, you also put it on the outside arc, right? Yes, Mr. G. Okie dokie. Now, how can I find the missing angle KPL? Right here where my cursor is. Yeah, you see KPN is a straight line of 180. So if I add up the two pieces I know, I can subtract that from 180. So 40 plus 25 is 65. And if I subtract that from a straight line 180, I'll get KPL. 180 minus 65 is 115. Yeah. And if that's 115, outside is 115. If this inside is 40, this outside is 40. Okay? It matches. It's too easy. And then what about the last piece? JPN is a linear pair with 25 degrees, makes a straight line of 180. So what do I do with 180 and 25? Subtract, and I get 155 degrees. And outside is also going to match 155. So the central angle matches and is equal to the intercepted arc measurement. Now we can answer these questions. K to the L is how many degrees on the outside? 115. It's too easy. What about JK? No LOL. What is this? 25. It's too easy if you label everything. JN. Hold up. 155. My friend, put that away. Write this down. Now, JL. From J to L, there's two pieces. What do I do with 25 and 115? You do add them up, and you get about 140 degrees. Now, LJN, bless you, L to the J to the N. It goes this way, and there are how many pieces of LJN? 3 pieces. Gotta eat that 3-piece. All right, add it up. 115 plus 25 plus 155. 555, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. 295 degrees. And then what about L and J? L to the N to the J. 3 pieces again. 40, 25, and 115. Sorry, 155. What? Bro, what? Wait, what did he say? 220.
Yeah. No, the numbers on the.
Wait, you can't spell that name without the letters A and I.
What are you trying to assume here?
You can't spell assume without an A.
I would need water to function.
And assuming has an I. All right, hey, let's look at this down here. What about this? I have one missing central angle. What is it? Straight line is 180. This is 80. How do I find the missing piece? 180 minus 80 is what? Cn. Cn tente. Now, let's get the outside angles. What's TQ? It matches the central angle. What's QR? 60. What's SR? What's TS? I cannot chill. I have no chill. I'm literally no chill. I have intensity and a lively pace, according to the Book of Nason. Now look, can you answer all these questions in a matter of 2 minutes? I'm going to give you 2 minutes. See if you can answer them. See if you can get goaded. 2 minutes, start now. Who's the goat? That's right. Eland, Charlotte.
Give me, say it.
I'm going to take out.
And I'm
Maybe a little. Oregon, no Jackson, no Harvard, and you. How long was on your post? You don't get your I ran home marginal. You're tired. You don't have
¿Quieres cagar? ¿Cómo caga, güey?
you take a cool.
Se le caía sangre del culo.
Ah, yo prefiero mostrarte que va a hacer figura. Pues
I had nothing. 6 game winning goals in the standings of playoffs. We won 20 years old. Goaded. Y'all are missing history. Sleeping instead of being awake at 1 in the morning watching hockey with Mr. Gonzalez. Today the 3 of us exclude plus app. Did you know that? All right. What y'all get? Is TQ minor or major? Minor because it's 2 letters and it's less than 180. What are we eating over here? You ate, but you left some crumbs. Right? You're supposed to eat and leave no crumbs. Now, what about QRT? Q to the R to the T has 3 pieces, 60, 100, and 80. 60 plus 100 plus 80 is what? Ooh, dogs. Now, that's major because it's greater than 180, right? TQR, what is that? 120 plus 60 is 180. What's that? What do you call it when it's 180? Semicircle, exactly half. QS, 60 and 100 is 160. Less than 180 is minor. TS is 80. Less than 180 is minor. RST is 100 plus 80. That's 180. That's semicircle. Flip it over. The back is going to be super quick. It'll take 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They put that phone away, though. Now, on the back. Is everyone on the back? You're on the back? you say yes or no? Oh. All right. Ready? Clock this. 2 minutes. Ready? An angle whose vertex is on the... Don't blink, y'all. We're doing this fast. The vertex is on the circle whose sides contain chords. If you're not writing, you're getting behind because we're on the back. What the heck? A blank is an inscribed angle, DEF. D to the E to the F. E is in the middle. It's on the edge. Does everyone see? We're not talking about central angles in the center. Now we're talking about edge angles on the edge. Well, almost done. Then you should still not have that out. Now, inscribed angle on the edge. Here's the magic word you need to know. It is half. Does everyone know half means you divide by 2? Okay? So instead of it being equal, like the front page, now we know if it's on the edge, it is half. Let's do an example. Sound like a plan? So, example number 1. If the intersecting arc is 120, and I just told you the inscribed angle is half, what is half of 120? Okay, so again, inscribed angle is half of the intercepted arc. So half of 120, dividing it by 2 is what? 60. So again, 120, half is in here. Please be careful on example 2. Is example 2 the same exact thing? Not exactly, it's working backwards. Crumbs. Now, if this is 35, to get the intercepted arc, instead of dividing by 2, now we're going to multiply by 2. What's 35 times 2? 70. See how that works? The inscribed is still half of the outside angle. And 3 is like 1. Half of 60 is 30. It's too easy, Mr. G. That's your notes for the back. Bless you. I'm going to pass out the assignment.